AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
You're listening to the Legal Education, Not Advice podcast hosted by me, Dr. Anelia Sutton. Let's get into it.
Most people walk into court feeling powerless, not because they're guilty, but because they don't know the rules of the game. The Law Revolution book changes that. With over 10,000 hours of legal research condensed into a 64-page field manual for everyday people, it's like having 4 years of law school in the palm of your hands. No fluff, no legalese, just straight power you can use right away. If you want to learn how to fight back, this book is for you. It's available on aneliasutton.com/easy.
You're listening to the Legal Education Not Advice podcast powered by Mission Possible University, where you'll learn your rights and the law the right way, simple, strategic, and life-changing. Learn more by visiting missionpossibleuniversity.com.
Hey family, this episode is going to shake up everything you thought you knew about CPS, Child Protective Services, and child custody cases. I'm talking about a constitutional power. It's a power move that most parents are never told about. And trust me, CPS hopes you never find out. This secret explains why CPS overreaches, why some social workers act like they have unlimited authority, and why parents often feel trapped in a system they never agreed to. You're about to learn how the full faith and credit clause in the Constitution protects you and how you can use it as a shield against CPS overreach. Once you understand this, you'll never walk into a custody hearing feeling powerless again. Let's get into it. All right, first things first. What is the full faith and credit clause? What does it really mean? Every state in America must honor the laws, judgments, and public records of every other state. This is in Article 4, Section 1 of the U.S. Constitution, right? So if another state has a law, a ruling, or a judgment that helps your case, you best believe you better bring it up because your state must respect it, even if your local laws are weaker or biased against you, right? That's what that means. So this is your constitutional leverage against CPS and biased courts. You don't have to limit yourself to the laws of just your state. No. You can cite stronger child custody protections from any state in the country. That's federal supremacy on your side. Use it. Use every advantage that you have available to you. All right, next. How to use it in child support or CPS cases. All right. When CPS tries to strong arm you, intimidate you, or make you feel trapped in their process, this clause gives you an escape route. Okay. The U.S. Supreme Court case Thompson v. Thompson, 1988, confirms that custody decisions and state court rulings must be respected nationwide. Okay, look that case up. That means your state can't ignore established law just because they feel like it. Oh, no. But I got a power move for you. Use this question as your power move, okay? Are you prepared to ignore the full faith and credit clause under Article 4, Section 1 of the U.S. Constitution and the Supreme Court's ruling in Thompson v. Thompson, 1988. Okay? This question freezes the room because now you're speaking constitutional law, not emotion. All right. Next, how to protect yourself from CPS overreach. CPS thrives on one thing and one thing alone: your consent. Consent equals jurisdiction. If you sign something without understanding, or if you let them in your home without a warrant, you just gave them power. You just gave them consent. Power and consent that they didn't earn and you didn't need to give. So here's how to protect yourself. Lead with constitutional law. Reference the full faith and credit clause. Document everything. And I'm talking about names, badge numbers, threats, paperwork, timestamps, everything. Okay? And ask for credentials. Most CPS workers aren't sworn officers. They're contractors. If they can't show you an ID, they have no lawful authority to be even speaking to you in the first place. All right? State this on the record. I do not consent. I reserve all rights. Got it? I do not consent. I reserve all rights. Okay? You're not fighting with feelings anymore. You're fighting with your rights that are protected by the Constitution. The Constitution doesn't grant you rights. It protects your rights. Okay? It boxes them in, not you. All right. I like to close out with a little rundown of the recap. Okay? So on this episode, I revealed one of the most overlooked CPS and child custody protections in the entire Constitution, right? So let's break it down again. Number one, the full faith and credit clause is your shield, right? That's your shield. Every state must respect the laws and judgments of every other state. You can use stronger laws from across the country to support your case. That's what that means, okay? Using stronger laws from across the country to support your case. Second point I made was the Supreme Court confirmed this in Thompson v. Thompson of 1988, right? This ruling forces states to honor child custody determinations nationwide. So you're not limited to your own state's bias or weak projections. Nah. You have a whole Supreme Court ruling that it stands in your favor when you pull out this tool from your tool belt, right? The full faith and credit clause. All right. So the third point that we talked about was CPS relies on fear and consent, not law. Okay? They need you to sign. They need you to panic. They need you to trust their so-called authority, which often isn't authority at all. Always ask for ID, credentials, legal authority, and never, ever give your consent to anything you do not understand. All right? Your power move question, just to repeat it, your power move question is, are you prepared to ignore the full faith and credit clause under Article 4, Section 1 and the Supreme Court's ruling in Thompson v. Thompson, 1988? This question alone can shift the entire case. So the lesson here is simple. When you know your rights and you back it up with constitutional rights, CPS loses its script. Remember to follow, share, and tag a warrior who's ready to learn how to fight back and win. And stay connected at AneliaSutton.com. Yes, that is your new home base for anything and everything you heard in this episode. So if you have any questions, go to the home base. And that home base is AneliaSutton.com. All right? All right. See you in the next episode.